Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Is a notification going to go out? It's just after 11. I thought I'd be on around about 11 o'clock. 2303. Okay, let's see what transpires from this little meeting. So, I kind of knew I'd be coming on, but then I got a bit tired. Am I right now? I've got some cards. We're not going to tarot. No, we're going to Oracle. I don't know what type of cards. This side looks good. Hi, Jasper. Okay. Got a little stool here. I was going to call it a stepping stool. It's not, it's a footstool. Okay. All is well. This we know. I see this day as a positive new beginning. And in brackets, it says, it's never too late to have a new beginning. This is true. It's never too late to have a new beginning. Hi, Lily. I've got all three cats. I've just realised I've got all three cats here. I've got Tia sitting there. I've got Jasper sitting here, and I've got Lily sitting there. What is to come of this gathering? I think that's what I said at the beginning. All is well. Oh, I nearly knocked the coffee over. I've already done that once this evening. All is well. It's like this little one here is being like shielded by this pure one. Babies are beings from the non-physical, eternally coming forth for the creation of that which they decide. The babies are wanting so much for you to know that all is well. Okay, so to help you make sense of that is when we're born pure. It's just all the other shit that's added onto us, the belief systems. So the babies are kind of closer to Christ consciousness, in touch with it, than what us adults are. So the babies want you to know all is well. The babies are wanting so much for you to know that all is well. And also, I felt this energy of us tapping into our childhood wounding today. So giving that younger version of you a hug and saying, like, I've got this now. Maybe in the past, maybe I wasn't strong enough. I let you down. But it's like, I've got this shit now. Okay. So you can take care of you and your inner child. We're hugging the sun here. I see this day as a positive new beginning in blue. I felt like we've been in the blues, maybe today. Why are we so blue? It's never too late to have a new beginning. Let me just have a little scratch. Today and tomorrow can be very different from yesterday. If you can let yesterday go and focus on today. Today and tomorrow are about your now vibration, and you have complete control over that. Look for things to feel good about and watch how everything in your life will unfold to reflect that good feeling vibration. Good, 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 good vibration. I'm listening to, I think I might have shared it. Let me have a look. Did I share it with you guys? A really good Eckhart Tolle. Oh, you got a notification. Okay. I shared an Eckhart Tolle training on the Channel of Love Training Academy earlier on. I believe I shared it anyway. Yes, I did. An hour ago. And it says, "Are you fed up enough? End of suffering." And the grace came in. Okay. That's worth a listen. It's on for about 40 minutes. I haven't even finished listening to it yet. I will do. Before I retire. Hi, Megs. How are you doing, sweetie? He speaks about this. Choosing now to end the suffering. Okay. I feel like my trousers just all of a sudden got extremely tight around my waist. That would be the dinner. Interesting. Sorry about that. Look, it's just one of those evenings, all right? So, just annoying things happening that don't allow them to annoy you. Anything. Just don't allow anything to upset your vibration, your high vibration. I envision more and act less. That's the state of being, to be in. Well being. That's the state of well being. Right, I've got some archangel guidance here. Not sure what we're doing tonight. Right, okay, I feel like we've got a couple of topics here. This childlike innocence energy that's coming through. Let's check in on this. Okay. Two cards. Interesting. So I'm really feeling like I'm wanting to ask you whether or not you have a framed photograph of yourself, like under the age of 5. Jasper, darling, that's the carpet, sweetie. Okay. And I felt like there's the child version of you, and then there's the adult version of you. Don't let anyone disrupt your high vibration. Love it. Mm. So that was kind of coming through. Do you have that photo that you can look at? I have one, and I look at her, and I go to her, "Hi, how are we today?" And I have a little chat with her. And when I kind of look into her eyes, it's kind of like, yeah, more in touch. So all that wisdom's within you, if that makes sense. If you had it within you as a baby, then it's still there, isn't it? You just need to learn how to tap back into it. So you're in a child, and then you're outer adult. You're without an adult. You're probably best without an adult. Listen, with them interfering, well, there's a brilliant idea. Yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition. Okay. Uh, all is well. Yes. If you've been listening to Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, he speaks about this, about how about agreeing on a some amount of money that you're actually wanting to manifest and what you're offering to give in return for that. And then you have to kind of go within, go without, go within, and wait for the idea and for it to all line up. Okay. So that's what that kind of took me to, with the brilliant idea coming in. So this may be an idea that you had maybe as a child. So there's a brilliant idea that like your inner child has for you. and compassion. So this comes, compassion is the highest form of love, the expression of love. So soften your heart with respect to this situation and all the people involved, including yourself. And I feel like this is just a conversation that you need to have with yourself and your little version of you. Who manifested abundance? I'm working overtime this weekend. There we go. Compassion. You know who manifested it. Okay. Ask and you shall receive. So then we have I see this day. Are we just leaving it there with that? I think so. Okay, I don't need to say much more. I feel these are just going to be like, I want to call them like snippets of messages, but they're not. I just don't need to go too much into detail. So your inner child trying to connect with you. Show your inner child some compassion. Soften your heart with respect to this situation and all the people involved, including yourself. There's a brilliant idea, but there's a self-love and self-forgiveness that needs to occur. So, starting from now, I see this day as a positive new beginning. It's never too late to have a new beginning. Today and tomorrow can be very different from yesterday if you can let yesterday go and focus on today. Today and tomorrow are about your now vibration, and you have complete control over that. Now, capitalized. Spelt backwards, one. Look for things to feel good about and watch how everything in your life will unfold to reflect that good feeling vibration. Okay, let's get some Archangel Oracle. Hi, T-Rose. How are you doing, sweetie? Spiritual understanding. It's all about the now. I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. Okay, so you'll be best maybe to listen to the material I'm sharing. I've got a bit tongue-tied then, trying to get that out. Tongue-tired. I'm tongue-tired. Okay, other teachers out there that can explain it better than oneself. And I'm sharing these teachings with you guys. So I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. It's a lot about just being in the now and about what you're picking yourself up on your current vibration. Let's have another card. Good vibrations. We have like kind of a brilliant idea. Yes, your idea is divinely guided. Peace. Oh, this is so nice. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. And that's what we're looking for. This peaceful state of contentment. Peace. All is well. Compassion. Spiritual understanding. That bird's here. I know I'd seen that. At the top here. Let's read the peace card. It's like a peace protest without the protesting. Make sense? Just be peace. Any form of protest is not peaceful, okay? So no more protesting. Or it felt like no more procrastinating. Peace. Look past the surface of this situation and see the underlying truth that everyone involved is a child of God, filled with love. By focusing upon this truth, you elicit loving behaviour and solutions. Yeah, it's hard to be angry with like your little version of you. Like you forgive them, and so do the same to yourself, your older version. Oh, I feel like I've got something in my eye. Even through appearances, seriously, even though appearances may seem otherwise, trust that a higher wisdom is in charge. Love is the only power that exists, and its light shines away any seeming darkness. Hold the intention to look for examples of this light within yourself or others, and you'll have more light in your mind, heart, thoughts, and life. This knowledge is the foundation of peace. So, working with Archangel Chamuel, when you wish to feel more centered, calm, and peaceful, call upon Chamuel. He is the Archangel of personal and global peace. He is very kind, loving, and sweet, and he'll evoke a pleasant feeling of excitement when he works with you. Know that Chamuel sees your true qualities and loves you unconditionally. Woo! Message is a bit hard to get out. You're good. That's good to hear, T Rose. I seen a crane fly by. People called me weird at work today. I kept in my own energy. Yeah, that's and just laugh, maybe not out loud. But yeah. People call me weird at work today. Oh, different. I think I shared that yesterday on the Training Academy. Very good to watch. Abraham Maslow's definition of what a self-actualized person looks like. I would say feels like. And he even said they hold such this mystical quality about them. So have a listen, guys. You're trying to find out who you are, and when you really understand who you are, then your state of being will be at peace. Right, where should we go from here then? I've got some daily guidance from your angels. Peace in the valley, peace in the city, peace in your soul. Yeah, can you feel it? Can you feel it? I can feel it. I'm not sure that anything's going to knock me out of this state of peacefulness now. How all the cats are in the room, just like they're sitting and listening. Those two are looking into the kitchen. Tea is there. All very peaceful. Let's see what the daily guidance is. I'm not sure if this is for today or tomorrow. Look, it's for the now. Learn the lesson, Lucy. Okay, it's for the now. Heart chakra. Patience. So I memorize the images, the picture, so what card it is. It's quite a marvellous machine we have inside of us, isn't it? Wedding. Memorizes everything and installs it. All of it. Everything you sing, that you've heard, that you thought, it's all in there. Okay, let your past go. The burden of carting your past around has made you weary, dear one. It's time to set this burden down, keep only the lessons and the love, and leave everything else behind. You don't want it or need it, and it's now gone. Because I say it is. Okay, let your past go. Cupid. Law of Attractions before. Need to know your stuff, guys. You received this card because your thoughts and feelings about the past are holding you back. You're repeating a pattern because of unfinished emotions from your past. This card is a sign to forgive and move on, to stop painful patterns. It doesn't mean that you need to be with the person you're forgiving. You're forgiving. You've already forgiven them, right? It doesn't mean that you need to be with the person you've forgiven. It simply means that you've let toxic feelings go in exchange for peace. Additional meanings for this card: approach a new situation or relationship with positive expectations. We like that. Avoid routines, speak to a counsellor or support group, forgive those who've hurt you, forgive yourself. The worst is now behind you. Keep your thoughts about this situation high and bright. Keep the past in the past. Oh, that's a message that keeps coming out. Yeah, hi Spotty Pony. Hello, lovelies. Okay, it's definitely a message that keeps coming out today. Seems to be the theme. I picked it up this morning with the Six of Cups, childhood healing. Or whenever I done it. It wasn't this morning, was it? No, it wasn't this morning. Did she say you're forgiven? Who are you talking to? Did she say you're forgiven? Who? Interesting. There's nothing to forgive, really. We're all human, aren't we? It's acceptance. Okay. So where now? Well, let's see if they. Let's get a postcard from Spirit. Let's see what they want to say. Because I'm feeling now like the ancestors, messages from heaven. I'm not going to take all those, so thank you very much. Lots of people are wanting to come through to chat. These are our ancestors, our ones that have passed over, like made their transition from their physical body into pure source energy. They're sending with love. Is that bird again? That's a hummingbird, though, I believe. Dearest Jew, we bet you must be so exhausted some days. Jeez, what happened to what did I say about studying some other stuff? Listen, I'm tongue-tired. We bet you must be so exhausted some days, giving as much as you do, sharing your energy so beautifully in service to the highest good can leave you feeling depleted, like an empty well. If it feels as if there's no more water for you, the good news is we have a plan. Today, go take a relaxing bath, book a massage, read a novel, buy yourself flowers or plant some in your garden. Make time for self-care, not more work on yourself. By attending to yourself now, you are reminded to do so more often. And I have to say, it's kind of really been going in the flow, but I've kind of been busy, but a good busy. Okay. And be sure to use a word that might have caused you anxiety in the past, but is essential for your well-being now. No. Say it with us. No, thank you. No, I can't. You do not have to explain. Just say no, gently but firmly, then go for a soak. Life will wait for you to bring yourself back to centre, replenished and ready for more adventure. We love you so very much. So even though like I was pretty chilled out for most of the day, wasn't planning on really coming on and doing a reading, I've still got like 3 readings out today. That's quite good going, isn't it? I think so. Seeing as the intention, I wasn't really fussed about really coming on and delivering you guys a message. But here we are. Okay. So take a rest if you need to. You'll know. You'll know what to do. Just do what you're drawn to do. No guilt attached. I'm still trying to work out what makes it sound. Did she say you're forgiven? Messages from heaven. Your intuition is strong. We are reaching out to help. Yeah, picked up this today, haven't we? I've gone a bit tired again. That looks like a horseshoe in the sand there. That's what it took me to. A lucky horseshoe. Your intuition is strong. We are reaching out to help. Dream visits. I was looking at my water bottle and thought of the word bath when you were speaking of it. You manifested it. You're in the stream of manifestation, Migs. Okay. Your own natural psychic ability is spot on at this time. You are being supported from the other side and are aware of that connection. I told you there's loads of people trying to come through. Continue to listen to what? It doesn't say that. Continue to listen to that inner voice. It is serving you well at this time. Self-care on the... Oh, it's the full moon today, guys. Out with the old. Declutter your space or declutter your house. What was it? Cleaning house was from the Enchanted map. Should we have a look and see what message from the Enchanted map wants to come out now? Look, they're there. It's like in order of how they want to be used, these cards. Magical map shifter in reverse. Kind of, it felt like he wanted to spin round. We'll leave him in there. I can spin the cards round. It's like these cards are in reverse as well as upright. So we can spin them around. Okay. Should we see what card wants to come out now? Rescue came out earlier and cleaning house. We have now, encouragement in reverse. Well, let's read that first. 54. That brings us to the 9. And I thought that I said today that 9 was about being spiritually strong, tapping into Christ consciousness energy. I'm sure I did now. But that was then, wasn't it? And this is now. Your intuition is strong. We're reaching out to help. Encouragement in reverse. 54. Well, it says here you are receiving a nudge in the right direction. The reverse meaning, a misstep, isn't the end of the world. You've fallen into a trap of false courage, and only humility will lead you out of it. Perhaps you weren't listening to your intuition. Seriously, the card before was listening. I took a little sneak peek. Your intuition is strong. We are reaching out to help. A misstep isn't the end of the world. You've fallen into a trap of false courage, and only humility will lead you out of it. Perhaps you weren't listening to your intuition, and now you're in a jam, like a space jam. Being too self-reliant without knowing the ropes has brought you to this place. Do your knowledge. Do your knowledge. Do your study. Know your stuff. Then you won't look like a fool, will you? So being too self-reliant without knowing the ropes has brought you to this place. Don't become too discouraged. All is well. We've had that, haven't we? And you can always start again. Had that one as well. Both of those cards we started off with. All is well. And you can always start again. Take another road. And surely discover new territories where love really blooms. Just remember to rely on your higher power You can't always get what you want, but spirit knows your needs. Something better waits around the corner. It's the end of the book. The last words, something better waits around the corner. Enchanted map, Wizard of Awareness. Upright. Too funny. Your soul knows best. Be still and observe. Mindfulness is about being observant and remaining neutral about what goes on in the world around you. This applies to the environment within you too. If you struggle inside yourself, card number 7, page number 7, just took me to that 7 there at the bottom. If you struggle inside yourself, stepping into an observer position gives you a new, powerful perspective that neutralizes any discomfort or over-excitement. You have the capacity to see things clearly now, unencumbered by opinion or desire. Wearing the world as a loose garment requires you to adopt a sense that nothing that happens to you is personal. People come and go, experiences evolve from one state to another in a continual shifting and change, no matter how much you want things to stay the same. The Wizard of Awareness asks you to give up your need to define or limit what you're experiencing now. It's all good. Let it be and watch the miracle unfold without any direct influence from you. It's a real pure state of surrender, guys. Let's go to the power of love. Let's hear it for the boy. They want me to go to the Greek mythology cards. Dim, 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 dim. Goon evening. Have we got the Goonies here? They were a bunch, weren't they? I love the Goonies. Okay. Oh, good evening, original. The power of love. I'm not sure what card. Okay. I feel a little bit irritated tonight. Not much though. Okay, just a little. Okay, I got the card. Unity. You understand that the love shared with another is amplified and has a ripple effect across the universe. Oh, that's quite an understanding, isn't it, to come to? Unity, consciousness. When love is given and received, reciprocally. Give me these words. When it's reciprocated, reciprocally. Don't get me giggling. I'm in a neutral state of being. Okay, I'm not even to judge myself. No. It is the strongest force in the universe. It is the energy in which your soul thrives and of which it is comprised. Loving yourself and others is important, but when love is also returned to you, the energy is magnified. You are aligned with another soul, human or animal, and that bond is eternal. Connections of love that you create while in this physical dimension are never broken, whether the other soul is currently incarnated or not. Never entertain doubts that the love you enjoyed on earth survives death, or believe that it is diminished just because you are separated physically from your loved one. It is a soul to soul connection, and it is everlasting. You continue to receive love from the spirit realms through bonds you created since time immemorial. Immemorial. You are loved more than you can imagine. That was a nice message. Let's go to the Greek mythology cards. I want to break free. Let's have a look and see what card wants to come out of here. A few? I know, but can we just have the one? Thank you. Hephaestus. Hephaestus. Workmanship. Is that a masculine with a feminine there? Okay, let's give it a go. I didn't even really pay much attention to the image. I was too busy trying to look at how I'm going to pronounce the name. Okay, let's read this. Belly, stop rumbling. You just had your dinner. Okay. Hephaestus. You're killing me. Okay. Hephaestus was not handsome or beautiful like so many of the gods of Olympus. In fact, he was ridiculed for his physical imperfections, but he reminds us of the value of workmanship, ingenuity, and perseverance. His mother discarded him for his ugliness. So this can all come in with childhood taunting, wounding, guys. His mother discarded him for his ugliness, but such was his cunning that he then trapped her on a golden throne he had cleverly forged. Only after he had been given Aphrodite's hand in marriage did he release his mother, and this won him respect on Olympus. Aphrodite's hand in marriage after that. So after he was loved, he could actually release his mum, forgive. As a blacksmith, Hephaestus, whatever his name is, had legendary skills. All the important mythical equipment on Olympus included intricate metalwork, weapons, and magical tools was fashioned by him. Zeus himself depended on him for his thunderbolts and scepter. Hephaestus. Child, seriously, Lucy. Well, I don't listen. I would not even blame the upbringing. I'm working on it. I'm aware, okay? He had strength, talent, and craftsmanship. Such potential lies before you now, and there may be an opportunity to create something special with hard work, perseverance, and maybe even skills you didn't know you had. Where there's a big spiritual understanding, awakening that was coming through when it comes to like peace and compassion. And we got the wizard of of awareness now. I'm stuttering, I'm stammering. I think I'm going to get off soon. Yeah, it's 11:44. So, guys, I do hope that you're all really, really good. It's kind of like it's all right. Right, we're going to wrap this part up, and then I'll catch up with you later, won't I? Like tomorrow. And before we go to a roommate, we're going to the journey of love. Like, seriously, my tongue's quite tired. Well, it's tongue-tied. It's too much effort to speak. That sounds so rude. I don't mean to be rude. Okay. All that comes through is songs. It started with a kiss. I can give you loads of songs. We got the communal dance. And as soon as this is coming with unity, you understand that the love shared with another is amplified and has a ripple effect across the universe. Card number 5. Open straight up to it. Lover, you have been alone too long. Your community calls you to surrender your isolation for this moment in time and instead join the cosmic conga line. Do you know how special you are? So much that this community would not be the same without you. Your individuality and uniqueness can only enhance this group of souls that calls you to dance with them. Men and women, human and spirit, heaven and earth, your community is vast and rich and has much to share with you. Be lifted in celebration of belonging. Recognize that you are part of something great. Can your heart grow warm with recognition? You belong. You are meant to be a part of this great dance of love, awakening on the earth. Your heart is already beating to the rhythm of the music. This oracle brings you guidance. You are being drawn into a new community that is aligned with your innate spiritual vibration. You feel more at home there and be able to share your gifts and talents more freely and with greater support. Let go of relationships or situations that you have been holding onto out of fear. If they are meant to continue with you, they will remain. If not, they will fall away, creating space for new connections to come into your life now. This is not a time to hide in what you have known, but to be open to playful connection with kindred spirits soon to be met. When I stood in front of you, I knew something was in store. I could feel the excitement of our journey ahead, for I had been that way before. Each person comes into our life with lessons we may see, and in the reflection of that other self is the person we can be. Rumi, don't mess with my toot. Come on. It's like a singing form of Tourette's, isn't it? That didn't take long, did it? Look at this card, commitment. Is that number 31 now? Commitment. Right, let's the lion and the deer. Let's finish with the lion and the deer. Well, okay. Well, It's 22, so it's very tempting. Which one do you? Which one? Let's read the lion and the deer, because we've seen the deer today with the wolf. Let's let's just read the beginning part of this. 31, because we've got to read card 22, haven't we? Unity card and commitment card in one reading. Exactly. I'm in a state of neutralness. No overexcitement. None of the other stuff that was like negative fear. It's just like, it's just neutral. It is what it is. Card number 31. The awakened heart is like a lantern. Keep it sheltered from the turbulence of the winds of desire. Rumi. So those winds of desire, they're a bit turbulent at the moment, aren't they, guys? It's been coming up like that the masculines have this seductive magnetic pull towards you, quite an obsession. Okay. So the awakened heart is like a lantern. Hermitage, solitude, still. Keep it sheltered. Don't allow that flame to flicker. From the turbulence of the winds of desire. Rumi. We are candles. I swear this Buddha follows me everywhere now. The flame's very, well, it was, till I unsettled it. It's like there's a beam of light. Can you see it coming from like the ceiling? We are candles, lit by the one great flame. The breath of life does not extinguish us. On the contrary, it only serves our flame to blaze brighter. Here, in the temple of one love, there is no flickering or smoke to our flame. We are natural in our purpose, simply to bring the warmth and light of love to life. We dance through our stillness. We just say whatever words we want to say rather than actually read what's written. We dance though we are stillness. We are on fire though we do not burn. Burn, baby, you're my energy. Burn, baby, you're my fantasy. Right, okay. I don't think we really need to read this because it said there is a flame that must be safeguarded. We don't have to worry about that kind of stuff anymore. In truth, it can never be extinguished. It is the light that never goes out. So we know this. So let's go to 22. Okay. Eckhart Tolle speaks about that, about, we put up this kind of, like we're guarded from negativity. And it's like, no, because if you put a guard up, then you're going to guard out all the good stuff as well, aren't you, from getting in? Anyway, it's worth a listen. The Lion and the Deer. Excuse me. Divine Feminine's guardian and protective of their energy at this time. It came out. Oh, is it? I'm not guarding against anything. So that might be part of the process. But after listening to Eckhart saying, we don't really need to put a protective bubble or guarding or anything. I'm feeling like there's no turbulence to guard against. There is no need to guard. Negativity is just not occurring within me. So obviously it's not going to occur without. But that's interesting that we're picking up on that, on the guardedness. Okay, and whether or not we actually, if you're saying, well, I'm shielding or I'm guarding, then you're kind of it's suggesting that something could hurt you. So when you have a look at it like that, there is nothing that can hurt us, only the fear that we imagine up. Anyway, I'm letting that go though. Yeah, but that's good. It's all about self awareness. And the thing is, you need to start listening to other stuff rather than just tarot reading, so don't go deep enough. Okay, this is very spiritual. And it all really is spiritual stuff, but they're not talking from like tarot books and oracle books. And just go back and listen to the great leaders and teachers. Anyway, let's get physical. Oh. Let's see what this card wants to tell us, because it might, like I said, it might explain it a bit better than what I can. I'm studying some real good new stuff, guys, but I'm still needing to know how to translate that to be able to tell you in my way. But there's loads of other people that tell it in their way. Okay, that might just resonate with you. So when you enter the garden of the heart, you become fragrant like the rose. When you fly toward heaven, you become graceful like an angel. If you get burned like oil, you become brilliant. When you become thin like hair in yearning, your joy leads the way. You'll be the kingdom and the king. You'll be paradise and the guardian angel. You'll be infidelity and you'll be faith. You'll be the lion and you'll be the deer. Rumi. 101. She looks like a superwoman. This one here. That's the right colour, Vince, isn't it? You listen to a lot of Esther? Well done. Well done. No, that's so good. Okay. Throw in some more kind of mentors into the mix. Next time we speak, like, I like it when you guys tell me like 3 names. And nothing to do with tarot. I don't want to know any readers, like tarot readers. I want to know 3 personally developed people of the past, of the future, the now, that you actually like to listen to and would recommend to others, because you get really excited when you're personally developing. You actually want to kind of tell people, well, you need to read this book and that book, and it's like, guys, I want to know what you're recommending and why. Anyway, no pressure. You don't really have to let me know. I asked that with Napoleon Hill. Not one person got back to me. Just here to try and help you. You're all designing your own lives, and you'll get back from it in comparison. You'll be paid in comparison to the effort that you've put in. Okay. So let's read this. And no one can do it for you. You are the lion and the deer. You are bold, fierce, and vibrant. You are silent, sweet, and gentle. If I should come to you in arrogance, you roar at me until my falsehood quakes in fear, so terrified it gives up the game, and love's conquest happens yet again. If I should come to you in surrendered adoration, open to whatever you may wish, you are so gentle with me, like a deer. You offer me nothing to fear or resist, so that I too become sweet and gentle, longing to submit to your tender ministrations. So then I do not fear my own errors, for even if I stumble into arrogance, I shall be made wiser by your magnificent rule and become humble. Even if I become weak, I shall draw secure, evoking the tenderness in you. Whatever is needed to keep me true to love, is what you give me. For you are the holy lion, proud and mighty, and the sweet deer, gentle as the mildest breezes of spring. Hello, my old friend. That's how it starts. Hold on, I want some coffee. You'd love recommendations? Mm. No, that's good. Go through your Abraham Hicks spell. It's good that actually books, that you're reading books. They're so cheap to get on Amazon. And I always buy used ones. I just like the feeling, the fact that they've been, and sometimes they come with surprises, like they've been signed and all notes inside. Anyway, that's good. I was going to say listen to who Abraham Hicks recommends, but Abraham Hicks won't recommend anyone. You normally find Abraham Hicks. Think and Grow Rich is really Napoleon Hill. It depends. Tony Robbins is a good one. Depends what kind of style you're into. Yeah. Okay. Right. Hello, my old friend. Do you remember me? We are the oldest of friends, ancient soulmates we are, acquainted over many lifetimes past and through. Okay. Interesting, because I still feel here about connecting with your inner child. So just remember to take that on board. Yeah, take your inner child with you on board. Okay, don't leave them behind. Hello, my old friend. Do you remember me? We are the oldest of friends, ancient soulmates we are, acquainted over many lifetimes past and through many lessons learned together in the school of love. So here we meet again in this advanced spiritual training of the human experience with the earth as our classroom. The moment is upon us to leave behind what we have once known and to open up to the great mystery of life again. Also, it's speaking about twin flames, divine masculines, divine feminines, how many lifetimes the two of you have traveled through together. I won't say in search of like one another. There's one love. Okay. It's being made manifest this lifetime. So the moment is upon us to leave behind what we have once known and to open up to the great mystery of life again. Our souls leapt from the divine oneness through the river of forgetfulness and now dive into a body and a life. What a journey that leap begins. Let us embark on this studious adventure together. Let us honour the tiger and the lamb within each other, the lion and the deer. I can witness in you both the raging warrior who fights with unbreakable honour, and the healer who brings together those things torn apart. Of course, for are we not all things? Are we not human and angel, animal and spirit? Are we not heaven and earth? Are we not divine? And in being divine, being all things are divine. So we're here together in the school of love, not for the soul who still adheres to preference instead of curiosity, but for the soul who craves comfort instead of devotion to divine. I think I kind of balls that bit up. We're not nearly there, are we? Yeah, we are. So we're here together in the school of love, not for the soul who still adheres to preference instead of curiosity, not for the soul who craves comfort instead of devotion to divine adventure. We must be like lovers, you and I, if we are to take these lessons. We must be willing to become mad with passion, crazy enough to chase the great beloved, even if it means forgetting who we are for a time to have the sacred delight of discovery, of rediscovery, breaking some rules and looking like fools. Well, what could be greater than becoming a fool for love? That will do for us. That will do well. Let us be fools for love together. So shall we become study mates? We'll recognise each other, even in all of our varied garbs, bright or sombre, wild or gentle. We'll become the most enthusiastic students in the school of love, urging each other on to even greater feats of passion and devotion. How we shall outdo each other in grand gestures and our unwavering commitment. Let's remember we're reading The Lion and the Deer. The human gift is underneath. This oracle brings you a special message. You are rediscovering a part of yourself that has been lost or submerged underneath more practical concerns. Of course, if practicality is about survival, then learning to be your true self is most essential and practical. I've got to try and make sense of it while I read it. Of course, if practicality is about survival, then learning to be your true self is most essential and practical. All other paths lead to death of the soul. You are asked to bear the chaos of this rediscovery. It may be that talents from this or other lifetimes are reawakened and cause you some discomfort at first, even though they will ultimately bring joy and greater fulfillment. The discomfort may be around how those talents are best expressed, about overcoming shame, guilt, doubt, or other judgments. It may even be about who you are. If you now admit your talent or other emerging personality traits, perhaps what is being unearthed in you now is darker. Your sacred rage, refusal to accept disrespect in your life, your inability to tolerate lies and deceptions. Well, then you are the lion and the deer. That is nature. There is to be both in the world. You are not becoming contradictory or hypocritical. You are becoming whole. The guidance this oracle brings you is that you shall prosper most now if you are willing to unbecome what you have believed yourself to be. It was never really true anyway, that view. It was partial at best, and just a view, an identity, not a genuine reality. Some of your precious sense of self shall likely come with this transition into the fuller experience of your being, and some of that precious identity shall be shed as far too limiting. It just won't feel true for you anymore, if it ever did. Any crisis or confusion this brings you shall be temporary fuel to ignite the divine fires within. They simmer into life, cooking you from within, bringing all of your flavours, spicy and sweet, bitter and sour, into perfect balance so that your being, your presence, becomes an exquisite dish served up as a divine feast. You shall become nourishment for the world in perfect balance. Your being will hold all, for it holds all within it. It will deny nothing and become a tonic to feed every taste, every appetite, every hunger, and every deficiency. What an extraordinary sublime meal you shall be. How your presence shall nourish the world. And it all begins with shedding the either or the or and recognizing instead the all. With such wild permission for unconditional love, you shall thrive in your beingness and feed the hungry world with a meal complete, satisfying, and exquisite. And you are the meal to be served up to this world. Pretty awesome reading. Okay. Let me have a look and see what you've been writing here. Tony is good. Do you like Tony? I like Tony. He's straight to it. Yeah, I like Tony Robbins. Spotted Pony, I'm currently listening to The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle, Making a Difference. I haven't listened to that. Are you listening to it? I would actually maybe like to get the book. I've heard the book be recommended. I haven't listened to it. I do listen to Eckhart though. And I like the fact he actually puts out like stuff like today that was put out that really coming well with like, so it's all synced up perfectly. It's all in divine order. That's the second time I've heard that past life talents being reawakened message today. There you go then. Okay. You've read the Power of Now book. It's really good. So are the Hermetic principles. Can't spell that word. It's okay. Rarely can I say them. See, Mex? Okay, The Power of Now. Right. Recommended. I've heard that twice today. I'm going. Have yourself a lovely evening, guys. And you've got your homework to do. Think and Grow Rich. Even I'm persisting with that one because it's not the version that I would listen to. So it's long but I'm listening. It's just 10 hours. What's 10 hours in the scope of things? Okay. Right, I'm going. Have yourself a lovely evening. Been on for 1 hour, 6 minutes, 55 seconds. Much love to you all, and I'll catch you all soon. Take care. Sweet dreams, safe travels. Bye for now.